Hey guys, how's it going? Ghostly Rich here. I'm going to be doing a video on doing a toilet fill valve. Now, if you notice in the background, I do have a fan going on in the background. I can't turn that off because it's wired in with the lights. Yay, go me. Anyways, so I'm definitely not a plumber, so if I can do this, you can do this, no problem. I just opened the box, and as you can see here, we have our fill valve, and we have our accessories that we're going to need to use to put them on. I can already see how this is going to go. This is going to plug into there, and that's going to plug into our fill valve right here. But for taking it out, it's actually quite simple. First thing, you're going to want to go down here. As you can see, I had a cloth on here because it started leaking. Our fill valve did, at least. And so I turned off the water on our toilet, and then on the bottom here, first thing you're going to want to do is, before you start doing stuff, as you can see, we still have a bit of water in there, but not much. First thing I did is, after I turned the water off, opened up our valve and drained all the water I possibly could down, so our entire fill tank is empty. And after that, now I'm going to go underneath here, and this is just hand tight, and I'll take that off, and then all we'll need is the one wrench, which is right there for taking the pump right out. So yeah, just make sure your tank's empty, then you can do that. I don't want to do that part with the camera in my hands, of course. And then next thing is just making sure my new one doesn't have this bobble anymore, because it actually slides up and down the shaft. Kind of sexual, but yes, no more of the bobber in the toilet, yay. And then this just slides off. So this pretty much frees up our entire pump after you slide this off and undo that. So just take that out. And then this is actually going to go pretty much in the same. As you can see, just follow your, I guess this is Teflon. Teflon, thread that in. And yeah, I'll let you know if there's any surprises along the way. Just follow your instructions to see which piece goes here. As you can see, this is our anti-blockage. So yeah, this is going to get squeezed between the Teflon. Sweet. Okay. So yeah, it's pretty easy. Just follow it. Like I said, taking it out super simple. You're just gonna pop those out, and yep. All right, cool. I'll show you another part once the video's done, or once I'm done. All right, guys. So now that you've got everything out, you gotta assemble your new pump. Or valve, sorry. And once you do it, as you can see here, we have our tube and the white piece that came with it, and right here. Now, that black piece I was playing with before, you just pop out the center and slide it on, as you can see I've done here. Now, what that center piece is for is, as you can see I have it here, if you don't, where did I put that other piece? Sorry, give me one sec, there it is. So you see there's this piece. If you don't have a vinyl tube like I do, you might have a direct connection to your shut-off valve. Then you would use this. Since I have a vinyl tube and it already comes with the gasket, or not the gasket, sorry, our seal, or as I would call usually an O-ring or something, rubber seal. You would put this in there, as it says in your instructions right here. As you can see, this is mine right here, the vinyl, and then these are the other three different types. See which one yours is, and go from there. Now, the only other big adjustment that you got to remember to do when doing this is, as you can see, might be different for others, but you need a 1-inch height, only do not install kind of thing. A 1-inch gap between this and your plunger. This basically allows to see like when to stop filling up. So just follow as it says here, and it'll say in your instructions for each figure and how to do it. But yeah, this is for setting the height, and once you set the height, you're all good. As you can see, it's not that hard. Once I have the toilet and everything done, I'll tell you if there's any more things that go. But as you can see from this point, all you're going to do is take your pump that's fully assembled with the seal on there, put the seal in the hole like so, and then take the new Teflon nut, and then from the bottom tighten it with your plumber wrench, or if you have channel locks or whatever, and just tighten that up. Or well, it has these parts so you can really crank it on hand tight, so you might not even need that. Okay, so just make sure it's on there nice and tight, because of course you don't want the bowl leaking on the floor. Alright, cool, man. So I will show you once it's all installed. Hey guys, how's it going? So once you have your tube now tied in and your pump's just sitting here, just clip this piece on top and make sure you don't have it inside the tube. It specifically says that. And then what you're going to do is, as you can see, there's an adjustment ring down here. You're going to pop that up, that little gray ring, and once you've popped that up, you can pull this up and down, and that's so you can adjust this. Now you're going to measure the height of your tube right here, and then after you've measured the height of your tube, you're going to set, for this one there's a ring right here, and you're going to set it 1 inch higher than the tube. So I measured, this was 8.5, I put this ring at 9.5. So now that we're all set up, I'm going to now turn the water on, and I'm going to flush the system and whatnot. So I will stop the video now just in case there's any catastrophic explosions. I don't soak my camera, and I'll make one last part showing that, hey, it all went well. Okay, cool. Alright guys, so one other part that it's going to get you to do is, as you can see here, we have the top of our fill cap. Now depending on which one you have, you lift this arm all the way to the top, this tube, sorry, it's caught on here, and when it's on here, you lift the arm like so, and then twist. When you twist and lift off, as you can see, our filler cap, or the top of the valve, comes off and this opens up. And then what you do is you take a plastic container, hold it on top, hold it, and then open up your valve one, 2 or 3 times, and let it go for, maybe 30 seconds or whatnot. And all you're doing is cleaning out all the rust and everything that's in the pipes, so that way it doesn't clog up and wreck your new valve. After you've done the following, then you just put the cap back on once you think you've cleaned out, the water and everything out the most that you can. Alright guys, so the moment of truth. Did we fix it? So we go up to our lever after you've completely seated that back on. Make sure it's seated. I'm not gonna lie, even when I put that thing back on, I lifted the arm, screwed it on, I put my container over top, because I was like, if this blows everywhere, I'm gonna be pissed. But after I got it back on, all I did is I turned the valve completely on. It fills up. Alright, so let's try and flush it. It's turning. Sweet. My shita, she is whole again. I think I will have burritos as a award for tonight. Alright. So, as you can see here, our project was a success. It's just going to fill up now, and yeah. What's up? Looks like the project went fine. So yeah, this will take probably, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. It was literally nothing. You need a wrench and maybe a tape measure. The wrench was almost not needed. It was just needed to get the old one off. The other one has this hand grip, so you can, grab it and give it a nice yank, and it's all good in there. After that though, I already checked. I've got no leaking happening, so that's fixed the problem. I had some leaking out of the tank, and plus it wasn't flushing anymore. It would just continuously keep pouring water till it got up to the top. So my valve is definitely done. So as you can see here, it's all fixed, everything's all seated, and we're holding water again. So you can officially use your porcelain. Yay! So if this video helped you out, like the video. I probably will never post any other plumbing videos, but heck, just here to help you guys out. Alright, have a good one. Peace.